Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having water, and tonight I'll be discussing This Wretched Dawn by Melinda Gong. I did receive this as an ARC from NetGalley, and of course I'm giving my honest opinion. Unfortunately, I did have to DNF this book. I'm a little confused myself as to what the percentage was, because when I was reading this, I was at 48%, and I kept telling myself, you're almost at 50, you're 2% away, just push through it, push, push, push. I decided to turn off my Kindle, walk away, and decide, and I decided to DNF this book. I came back to get these pictures, and it said 38%. So I don't truly know what my percentage was, but I did get to chapter 19. Now, if DNF reviews are not your cup of tea, feel free to keep scrolling. I, however, think all reviews are valid, so I'd like to give my thoughts. Now, remember, reading is subjective, and not every book is for every reader, so this just may not have been the book for me, but if it sounds like something you're interested in, I strongly encourage you to give it a try for yourself, and I hope you love it. These are the highlights. And there are no content warnings listed in this book, so what's it about? Now, because I didn't finish the book, I am going to read the synopsis straight from the Zon just so it's accurate. It's been 9 years since the courts were established and centuries of war between the Midnight and Dawn Courts settled into a cold peace. But when poison created to eliminate the Dawn Court's royal bloodline is stolen, all signs point to the Midnight Court, and the tentative peace threatens to break. To prevent war, the Emperor tasks Anna Lian, daughter of the Midnight Court's deputy, with working with Paris, the youngest prince of the Dawn Court, to find out who is responsible and to prove Shanghai's innocence. But underneath it, the real assignment: infiltrate the Dawn Court's school of espionage, win Paris's trust, gain intel, and then unalive him. Paris, her first love and heartbreak. Despite this complication, Anna is determined to complete her mission. But as her bond with Paris deepens and the true culprit is revealed, Anna must decide what she's willing to sacrifice to fulfill her duty, and if she even wants to. So what are my thoughts? Again, I did DNF this book, and one of the reasons is I personally don't think this book is being marketed correctly. Per the author's own page, this is a YA romantasy, a romantic fantasy. But as far as I got in this book, there were no fantasy elements, no magical creatures, no magic systems, no magical powers, nothing fantasy at all. A simple Google search, this is what comes up when you look up romantasy. And under fantasy, it lists magic creatures, magic systems, and detailed world building. And I don't know if they're hinging this on the detailed world building aspect, but that was the other area of contention for me, is that the world building is very minimal in this book, because it seems to be our world but in an alternative reality, and I personally don't think an alternative reality falls under fantasy. At least that's my opinion, and my opinion can be very much wrong. But they make references to Cinderella, the chocolate cake from Matilda, Spice Girls, and even Monopoly. It seems to be our world. The only difference is that there's this Dawn Court in London, as well as the Midnight Court, which is in Shanghai. But there is no explanation as to why these two courts are kept separate from, say, the British monarchy and British government, when it is made up of regular people. They aren't special or different in any way, but we have no explanation as to why these are kept separate, and why they even have their own royal families, with the Dawn Court having a king and the Midnight Court having an emperor. There's just no explanation. So for me, I just really wish there had been more information so that I could understand this world and how it functions, because I would love to know how their British monarchy became so understanding and accepting of different empires that they were okay with a different court and royal family with its own agenda being just within walking distance of them. I would just love to know that. Now, these are all probably small things that other people can look past and just enjoy the story, but for me, the way my brain works, if it's told one thing, such as there are fantasy elements in this book, I am just constantly looking for that, as well as if I don't have all the information to understand the world I'm reading, I am again looking for information to fill in the gaps. And then this book becomes a fact-finding mission, and I can't concentrate on the story. But these are all probably me issues, and other people, if you can look past them, that's great. Along with the writing, the pacing wasn't quite working for me, and there were other elements in this book that just stood out I was not vibing with. One being that the Dawn Court, which is again just within walking distance of the British Empire, has a well-known espionage school, because well-known and spies go hand in hand, that anyone can now apply to, which includes Midnight Court members. So the people you could one day be spying on because there is a crumbling ceasefire are going to school with you, because that's how spies work. You go to school together with the people you're going to spy on. Overall, again, this was just not the book for me, but if it sounds like something you want to give it a try, I hope you love it. It will be available July 22nd, so definitely give it a try, and I hope you love it. And I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.